So earlier today, I came across a country called Belize, I believe. So I was watching this
Careful,
short.
careful, careful. Come on.
I was watching this short, and there's this child, a child, a 10-year-old boy from Belize, and I was like, where is Belize? Um, so yeah, I think it was here, and I got like, was where is this place? Right? I think this was it.
Think so. We are currently in the community of Mennonites who have been running from the modern world for 500 years, and we found them here in Belize. Hi,
Yes,
mother.
so that's his beliefs, right? And yeah, so I was excited about it, and then I went down a rabbit hole. I wanted to know everything about Belize. I've already gone to check what Belize was all about and everything. And then I just went down this rabbit hole. Like, most of the times, like, I look for, like, why don't I have more than 24 hours in a day? I used to wonder what takes up my time. I think it's this going down different kind of rabbit hole. Like, from watching that particular short and then jumping onto Google and then searching so many things about Belize till I was like, how about me moving to Belize? Till I was like, oh, how about I look for a second passport, like daydreaming with with AI, with the internet, with Google, with everything. It's crazy. So I'm gonna take you down the rabbit hole, reading all the weird things. I mean, not all the weird things. There was even supposed to be one extra question, um, that I want to quickly ask. Before I continue, because I feel that there was a mistake in the um don't worry, let me just you guys might not understand what I'm trying to do, but I just like doing all the stuffs, okay? So this is PRA. You guys will understand this later. Okay, so um I thought um PRABC waived um the I don't know English license exams. Is that not the spelling of okay waived? Okay. Nice. This is the thing. AI does not tell the truth. So even all the things that I'm going to be reading out, there will be some false inside. So everything that is here, you guys will still have to go and do your research about it because there are some things I really don't know anything about. So, and there are some things I do know something about. But anyway, just look at my thought process, see if it makes any sense to you guys. But this is how I go down rabbit holes and then I look for what happened to the 24 hours that I had. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, whatever this is with me. So here we go. I don't know, I might butcher some words. English ain't my first language, and I'm learning to be better. Anyway, let's go. The Belizean passport ranks. Okay, so my question was, how strong is the Bailey's passport? I don't know why is Bailey said the second time. Like, girl, what's going on? Anyway, the Belizean passport ranks around 48th to 54th globally, offering visa free, visa on arrival, or electronic travel authorization access to roughly 100 to 104 countries and territories. It is considered to have moderate global strength. Key access and mobility details. Visa-free stroke visa on arrival access. Holders can travel to over 100 destinations, including the United Kingdom, Singapore, Hong Kong, Russia, and many Latin American and Caribbean nations. Major restrictions. Belizean citizens still require a traditional visa to enter major global travel and business hubs such as the United States. Okay, forgive me, guys. And business hubs such as the United States, Canada, and the European Union Schengen area. Regional standing. Regional standing. It holds a solid position within the Caribbean and Central American regions, backed by the rollout of modern biometric e-passports to enhance international security compliance. And then whatever this, I don't used to bother about this extra question. I basically just ask what is on my mind. So this is what was on my mind after I read that. How does it compare to St. Kitts, Antigua? Sorry if did- I just had those ideas in my head. Like I've come across them on some places on the internet, and I was like, how are those places? I know there's so many things about getting. They have all this something citizenship by investment programs, so that's why I mentioned them. And then I remember I've heard of all those um uh people that go to other countries to give birth and all those things. I know I've heard of Brazil and Mexico and those in those parts of in forums, I think on Ireland, like some years ago. So I was wondering, oh, how about getting passports from all these places? Like it just came to my mind, like, oh, I want to kind of revise this. I don't know why. I don't know who I'm going to teach this to. So that's why you guys, I'm helping you guys. Even if you guys have never thought of this, I'm putting it into your minds. So how does it compare to St. Kitts, Antigua? I know that's not the complete name. It's Antigua Barbuda, and this one is Vanuatu, Brazil, Mexico, passports, and Canadian too. Compare with ease of traveling visa free. Oh god, this is like my prompt is like I'm just like it's like a verbal diarrhea. Strength of the passport, ease of acquiring the passport, and how to acquire the passport. Like, I need so many information. It's like, hi, there's no S, whatever. And are people considering getting the said passport in the economic and normal circles? I wanted to, like, those are the people that are always talking about passports. I wanted to see what their sentiment was about all these passports. So, here we go. Comparing these passports requires looking at distinct categories of travel documents. Tier 1 economic passports, St. Kitts, Antigua, and Vanuatu. Tier 2 strong sovereign passports, Brazil, Mexico. Tier 3 global powerhouse passports, Canada, and your baseline Belize. Like, I'm trying to find information here. Here is the direct comparison of their global strength, ease of acquisition, and demand among modern economic circles. So here's a comprehensive passport strength and acquisition overview. So. It's not easy to actually display this. Sorry, guys. So Canada is like topping everybody, and you can see the places we have free visa access to: US, EU, UK, Japan, Australia. You can get it within 3 years. A citizenship, like a passport, you can get a Canadian passport within 3 years. Um, the minimal financial costs, you have to relocate, you have to get employment, or you set up a business in Canada. And in the nomad and economic circle, is extremely high. It's an ultimate tier A insurance passport. For Brazil, Brazil gives you access to 173 plus countries, giving you access to the EU, UK, Russia, and New Zealand. You can acquire this within 1 year to 4 years. The 1 year is if you give birth to a child in Brazil. Within a year, you should get your Brazilian passport. However, if not, you probably have to wait for like 4 years before you can qualify to apply for a Brazilian passport. So, residency via real estate or investment or both. Mexico. Mexico gives you access to 160 plus countries, including the EU, UK, Canada, Japan, and the UAE. You can get this within 2 to 5 years. Um, you have to be there. You have to have a temporary to permanent residency via income, right? Is one of the very high passports, top destination for Western remote workers. Then we have the St. Kitts and Nevis. It gives you access to 155 countries, including the EU, UK, Singapore, Hong Kong. You can get the passport within 4 to 6 months. Um, you can get this. The financial application is donation of 250,000 US dollars or real estate investment of probably about the same amount. Um, it is a moderate to high passport. It's a classic um, citizenship by investment, but prices doubled recently. Then we have Antigua and Barbuda. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so sorry. It gives you access to 169 countries, including the EU, UK, China, and Singapore. You can get this passport within 4 to 9 months. Um, the financial cost is 230,000 US dollars plus in donation. It is a bit cheaper than St. Kitts for families. It's a highly converted passport, considered the best value Caribbean citizenship by investment right now. I know I've heard of Vanuatu before, but it's kind of low down there. It gives you access. The passport gives you access to 92 to 96 countries, I think visa free. This includes Singapore, Hong Kong, and Russia. You can get this passport within 1 to 2 months. And it has like the cheapest citizenship by investment at 130,000 US dollars donation. It is low to moderate, fastest to get, but lost EU UK access. So sad. But that's what happened. I don't know. So I think it has to do with something about security or something like that. So we have Belize. So Belize passport gives you um access to 99 to 104 countries visa free. It includes the UK, Singapore, South Africa, and Mexico. You can get it within 5 years. For you to get it, you have to be legally resident in Belize for at least 5 years. They don't have any active citizenship by investment. It is low passport in the nomad economic circle. It's a niche option, mostly used for tax structures, not travel. So, yeah, detailed comparison by criteria. Visa-free traveling ease and strength. The powerhouses: Canada, Brazil, Mexico. Sorry, sorry. These passports grant unrestricted access to the European Schengen Zone and the UK. Canada uniquely grants visa-free access to the United States. Brazil and Mexico boast massive diplomatic neutrality, making them highly favored by travelers who want to blend in globally without geopolitical target backlashes. The CBI Premium Tier, Antigua and St. Kitts. These Caribbean passports punch far above their weight class. They offer seamless access to the UK, EU Schengen area, and Singapore. Antigua has an edge because it includes visa-free access to China. Dimitra, Belize and Vanuatu. Belize and Vanuatu are significant. Dimitra, Belize and Vanuatu are significantly weaker. Vanuatu permanently lost. Oh God, I can barely read, guys. I don't know. This is right in front of my eyes, and I can barely read it. Oh my God. Okay. Demeter, Belize and Vanuatu are significantly weaker. Vanuatu permanently lost its visa-free access to the EU in 2005 and the UK in 2023 due to security concerns over its investment program. Belize offers solid regional travel within Latin America and the UK, but lacks the Schengen zone. How to acquire them, and ease of acquisition. Vanuatu, easiest and fastest. You can acquire citizenship by investment (CBI) in 30 to 60 days without ever visiting the country. It requires a straight $130,000 cash donation to Development Fund. Antigua and St. Kitts, fast and structured. Both operate highly regulated CBI programs. St. Kitts requires a minimum 250,000 donation, while Antigua requires a minimum 230,000 donation. Following a Caribbean-wide price harmonization accord, Antigua requires you to visit for just 5 days over your first 5 years of citizenship to maintain it. Mexico and Brazil, medium ease naturalization. Neither sells passports directly. However, they are highly accessible via residency. Mexico allows you as- to get residency easily by showing proof of remote income, about 3,500 to 400 to 4,500 $4,500 per month, and neutralizing after 5 years. Brazil offers quick citizenship 1 to 2 years if you marry a citizen, have a child born on Brazilian soil, or invest heavily in local real estate. Belize, slow, harder. Belize has no citizenship by investment program. You must legally reside in Belize for 5 consecutive years as a permanent resident before you can apply for a passport. Canada, hardest, requires moving to Canada, obtaining a permanent residency PR card through economic tracks like Express Entry, physically live in Canada for 3 out of 5 years, passing a citizenship test and paying taxes. Economic and digital nomad circle sentiment. Antigua and Barbuda is currently the darling of the Caribbean CBI programs. Following global crackdowns, Antigua offers the best balance of family inclusion, cost efficiency, and a powerful visa free list, including China. Brazil is highly sought after by advanced flag theory practitioners. I really don't know what flag theory practitioners is. If I went that rabbit hole, I might lose track of what is going on right now. But that is something for me to check out someday. Because Brazil has an incredible diverse population, anyone of any ethnicity can seamlessly blend in. Additionally, Brazil historically does not extradite its own naturalized citizens, a detail heavily discussed in foreign circles. I felt that part was interesting. I mean, it is bolded. I don't know why I'll need that. I mean, I'm not a fugitive, but that was an interesting thing to read, right? Mexico remains a top-tier favorite for North American nomads. Its proximity to the U.S., low cost of living, and incredibly easy financial solvency requirements for temporary residency makes it a staple starter passport. Vanuatu 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 has dropped significantly in popularity. While it used to be praised for its 30-day processing speed, losing the EU Schengen and UK access devastated its appeal to high net worth individuals. It is now only utilized by individuals needing a quick plan B asset protection tool or tax shelter. Belize is largely ignored for its passport's power. Instead, nomads utilize Belize for its corporate registry system (IBCs) and tax exemptions on foreign sourced income rather than pursuing fiscal citizenship. So I didn't read this part. So this was my next question. I was like, how can I practice medicine as an international medical graduate in Belize? How easy is that? Like, I don't know. It seems I fell in love with Belize this beautiful afternoon. But here goes. This was another rabbit hole that I went down of. Um, and everything just kept going and going on, right? So, practicing medicine as an international medical graduate (IMG) in Belize is moderately difficult, but highly bureaucratic and protective of local jobs. While Belize faces shortages of specialist medical professionals, the registration process requires clearing specific testing hurdles if you are from outside the region, alongside securing an explicit job offer first. The application process for IMGs. To legally practice, you must register through the Medical Council of Belize. The steps depend heavily on your nationality and where you went to medical school. Step 1. Secure a job offer first. Unlike some nations where you can get licensed and then look for a job, Belize requires foreign nationals to submit proof of a job advertisement with their application. The employer must prove they advertised the position locally and could not find a qualified Belizean national to fill it. I think that's really so fair. Like that's fair, amazingly fair. I don't know if you have that in Nigeria. I doubt. Maybe who knows? Step 2: establish exam equivalency. The medical council splits applicants into two categories: exempt group, nationals of CARICOM countries, Caribbean Community, or Mesoamerica, Mexico and Central America. Non-exempt group, most IMGs. If you are from the US, Canada, UK, India, or elsewhere, you must provide proof of passing a major recognized international exam. Belize officially accepts USMLE USA, PLAB, UK, or CMC, CAMC, Caribbean Association of Medical Councils exams. Step 3. Document Document authentication. You must submit a comprehensive dossier of credentials. All documents must be apostilled or authenticated by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in your country of study, as well as the Belizean Embassy. Medical degree from a university listed on the World Directory of Medical Schools. Complete academic transcripts and internship certificates, an active valid medical license, and a certificate of good standing from your current medical board, a clean police record from your place of residence, proof of English proficiency via TOEFL if English is not your native language. And your math skill is on the World Directory of Medical Skills. Hmm, hmm. How easy is it really? The ease of this process depends entirely on your professional tier and clinical goals. Relatively easy for fully board certified specialists. If you are a fully trained surgeon, pediatrician, gynecologist, or anesthesiologist with USMLE or PLAB qualifications, the process is smoother. The public healthcare system, coordinated through hubs like the Carl Hilsner Memorial Hospital (KHMH) in Belize City, frequently runs low on specialists and welcomes qualified foreign experts. Highly difficult for fresh medical graduates stroke interns. If you have just finished medical school and want to do your residency or foundational training in Belize, it is exceptionally tough. It is exceptionally tough. Oh my god, I can't pronounce tough. It's tough. Like, why is it hard to pronounce all of a sudden? Okay. Belize has a strict localized medical internship program designed primarily to transition regional graduates into safe public service. Spots for foreign interns are rarely funded, require explicit Ministry of Health approval, and are typically unpaid. The expat clinic reality. Many foreign doctors looking at Belize want to practice. What's that English? What? Oh, okay, okay. I don't finish the sentence. Many foreign doctors looking at Belize want to practice concierge medicine or open private clinics in expat havens like Ambergris, Ambergris Kai. Sorry, I've never heard of those places before, so I don't know how they're pronounced. And Placencia. While the medical council does issue private practice permits, it is heavily regulated to protect local doctors. Private practice applications face higher scrutiny regarding the labor market test. So we skip that. Now let's see what my brain thought to ask. As a Nigerian graduate, as a Nigerian graduate, so IMG is international medical graduate. Yeah. So let's say as a Nigerian graduate, international medical graduate, like tautology, which South African country would be great? Um. Okay. So I wanted to say I've already. God, I'm not even finishing my sentences. Like, oh, I've already worked 3 years after internship. This is so I was thinking of a colleague of mine who has passed his PLAB exams, right? And he is like, I think 3 years now post graduation, post internship actually. I think he's served and he's worked with me now for like over 2 years or about 2 years. So that is like 3 years post internship. So and because I also want to put myself the into the whole thing. So I did say somebody who has already worked 3 years after internship, but no residency. Both me and my colleague have not done our residency, but we've been working. We've been working in the hospital as medical officers, with or without PLAB. So I am without PLAB, he's with PLAB. So I wanted to know if I could, go to him and give him some insight about somewhere he could go because I'm scared. Um, anyway, I worry for my poor colleague. So AI and the internet, they got this information for me. For a Nigerian trained international medical graduate (IMG) with 3 years of post internship experience but no residency training, the PLAB is largely irrelevant in South America. Of course, I never said it. It was because it mentioned that Belize was accepted. Blah, that's why I put that in there. But okay, fine. South American countries rely heavily on their own national licensing systems and do not recognize the UK's PLAB exam. Because you're looking to enter a system without a residency background, your best option is a country that offers a clear pathway to either practice as a general practitioner GP or easily enter their residency match program. The two best South American options for your specific profile are Argentina and Brazil. Now, guys, all the information I am getting here is right on this chat. I don't know if it's the truth. I've never had this conversation with anybody before. Now, I've heard some people did go to Brazil, but they were more of nurses and other healthcare workers. But I'm not sure I've seen a Nigerian do that. No, a Nigerian doctor. I believe they do exist. I just haven't heard the update yet. But AI is giving us the update. Okay, 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 okay. So let's continue. Um, here we go. Number one. Number one. Argentina, the best and most accessible option. Argentina is widely considered the most welcoming South American country for foreign doctors. It has a structured, highly accessible system for IMGs, even those without prior residency training. It is the first time in my life that I'm hearing of this, and I'm thinking the reason is because I have to go. You have to learn Spanish, and Nigerians don't readily speak Spanish. So maybe that's why I've not heard about this Argentina update before in my whole entire life. So it goes. Okay, I talk so much. It's fine, it's fine. The pathway: convalidation, revalidation. Because Nigeria does not have a bilateral educational treaty with Argentina, like Nigeria, go get one. That was what I thought when I first read it. Like Nigeria, go get one. You will undergo revalidation. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but it reminds me of French, and I think that's the right You submit your medical degree and transcripts to an Argentine public university. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Yeah. um, they assess your curriculum and assign you a few localized exams to bridge any gaps. The exam and language. The entire process and exams are in Spanish. You must achieve conversational and technical medical fluency in Spanish. No PLAB or USMLE is required. Why it fits your profile. Once your degree is revalidated, you receive a national medical license, Matricula Nacional, allowing you to practice immediately as a general practitioner GP in clinics, ambulances, or emergency rooms. Residency entry. If you choose to specialize later, you are legally eligible to sit for the Examen Unico the national residency exam alongside Argentine graduates. Immigration is Argentina has some of the most relaxed immigration laws in the world. Obtaining a temporary residency visa as a professional is highly straightforward. Like first time I'm hearing about those guys, first time. Brazil, high income potential but higher hurdle. Brazil is an excellent option if your primary drivers are financial compensation and a fast track to a powerful second passport. However, the licensing hurdle is strictly gate kept. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. The pathway, the Rivalida exam. To practice in Brazil, you must pass a notoriously rigorous two-stage national exam called the Rivalida. Stage 1 is written, stage 2 is a clinical skills OSCE. The language barrier. The exam and daily practice are strictly in Portuguese. You must pass the CELPE Bras exam to prove upper intermediate to advanced Portuguese proficiency. Um, the shortcut, Maze Medical Program. This one like is entering my eyes, but that to go learn Portuguese remain. Brazil runs a federal program called Maze Medicals, More Doctors, designed to send physicians to underserved or rural areas. Under this program, foreign doctors can practice without fully revalidating their diploma for up to 4 years. You are paid a highly competitive, tax-free monthly stipend, which is about I don't know what RS is. Is it really dollars? It's definitely not Brazilian dollars. Is it real? Is it rand? I don't know. 14,000 Brazilian currency, which is approximately 2,500 US dollars, plus housing and food allowances. Why it fits your profile. The Maze Medicals track explicitly looks for general practitioners with your exact profile. Post internship experience, no residency required. It gives you a soft landing spot to earn a great living while studying local medical technology to eventually pass the permanent Revalida exam. Why other South American countries are disadvantaged for you? Okay, I didn't read this part. I think I did. I read this part. I probably didn't digest it. But let's go. Chile, because I think I still ask this question eventually. No, maybe not. Okay, Chile, EUNACOM exam. INWACO. Chile Chile is economically stable and pays doctors very well. However, its medical licensing exam, NWACOM, is brutally protective of local graduates and immigration or work visa processing for non-Latin nationals who for non-Latin nationals has become heavily backlogged. Colombia and Peru. These nations heavily prioritize regional reciprocity. These nations heavily prioritize regional reciprocity agreements, such as the Mercosur or Andean Community Frameworks. An IMG coming from a completely detached system like Nigeria, like, can we have a system for God's sakes? Face immense bureaucratic delays, often spanning years just to get transcripts audited. The horror. Strategy recommendation for next steps. If you want to move forward with this strategy, I recommend focusing on these steps. 1. Commit 100% to a language. Your medical skills is useless in South America without the local language. Spend the next 6 to 9 months achieving a B2 level in either Spanish for Argentina or Portuguese for Brazil. Gather paperwork in Nigeria. You will need your MBBS degree, transcript, internship completion certificate, and a certificate of good standing from the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria (MDCN). All documents must be apostilled at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja so they are legally recognized abroad. Yeah, so then I have more questions. Like, why not? So look at the spelling of Caribbean. Guys, forgive me, okay? So I said nice. Compare these two. Like, I'm referring to Argentina and Brazil. Compare these two with countries. I didn't even spell countries correctly. Like, what's going on here? In the Northern Americas and the Caribbean. Forgive me, I know what I'm saying, and AI understood me. Expanding your options from South America to North America, USA, Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean changes your strategy completely. For Nigerian medical graduates, forgive my spelling, guys. I know English. I know English. For a Nigerian medical graduate with 3 years of post internship experience but no residency, the global playing field divides into regions where you must sit for complex exams, regions where your language determines your success, and regions where you are structurally disadvantaged unless you have a Western passport. The North America powerhouses, USA and Canada, United States, the ultimate bureaucracy for IMGs. The US does not The US does not care where you graduated or what nationality you held as long as you pass the exams. It is highly competitive but entirely predictable. Unfortunately, we know how it is right now. I've heard of people who got matched last year who were unable to take up their positions because of the ban on some passports, some nationals, including Nigerians, which is so sad because people spend so much money and then they got a space and then they couldn't enter the program they got matched to. So sad. I've heard that some people even like they deferred for a year, and because they still couldn't get in after a year, their positions were forfeited. It is so sad. Like so sad. So AI is just saying this. This is the reality. This is the truth. As of like 2 years ago, yeah, that's the truth. As of 2 years ago, I had somebody who went over to the US. Is probably done with her she's probably an attendant now or she's gone into fellowship. She went in 2023, I believe. So things changed in 2024 or 2025. I think things changed really in 2025, really. I think the people in 2024 who matched still got to go. It's so sad. And because of that, a lot of programs are not even, you know, I mean, it's just so sad. Anyway, so let's go. Um, Not like I've written your summary before. I'm just my heart goes out to those who have gone through the rigorous, the whole process, and then it is just the way it is. Anyway, I digress. The licensing pathway: you must register via the ECFMG and pass the USMLE Step 1 and Step 2 CK. PLAB is not accepted. Residency entry: you cannot practice as a general practitioner without residency in the US. You must apply to the National Resident Matching Program (NRMP) to secure a residency position, typically 3 to 5 years of internal medicine, family medicine, or pediatrics. You can do anything you like. Yeah, I have my classmate who is doing she's doing radiation oncology. So in the US. So whether you say it doesn't limit them to this, I promise. It's not limited to this at all. Oh, I even heard of a couple that was they got matched. I think the husband got matched into, is it plastic surgery or some form of surgery, and the wife was matched into maybe internal medicine. I don't remember. I don't quite remember, but yeah, this just have God on your side and have no book and everything is fine. Yeah. Ease of acquisition: hard but fair. It requires exceptional exam scores, clinical experience in the US, elective observatorships, not particularly. I know a lot of people who, not like I know a lot of, yeah, I know people. Oh yeah, my classmates, they didn't do externship or electives or observation in the US, and they still got matched. And visa sponsorship, of course, they also got visa sponsorships. Mhm. Verdict versus South America. If you can afford the exams and have strong study habits, the US provides a higher standard of training and income than Brazil or Argentina, but it offers zero immediate GP work flexibility. So you see, in my other there are some other prompts that I wrote below where I faulted this because I know for a fact that there was a time that the state of Tennessee had a program that waived, I don't know, I don't not like it waived USMLE, but like you didn't have to go through the residency to work in Tennessee. Yeah. So, but you we'll get to that because I know I've heard of, I know the rest of my life. You can't be bothering me. I don't even know why I went down this rabbit hole when I even know more than you. But there are these countries I've never heard of, so whatever. So Canada, the hardest bureaucratic wall. Canada's healthcare system is notorious for being closed off to non-citizens or non-PR international medical graduates. Guys, this whole thing, that is why if you remember that prompt that I typed in the air, was it? Yeah. So it's one of those things that people can do to enter into the Canadian healthcare system without going through the matching and all that. But well, you might still have to write exams for some um, routes or routes, some pathways, while the PRABC have, I believe, they waived the licensing exam. I think either early this year or last year. Whew. Okay, I talked to my. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go. Where was I? Okay, here. The licensing pathway. You must pass the MCCQE Part 1 and language proficiency exams. Residency entry. The Canadian Resident Matching Service (CARMS) heavily restricts IMG spots. Most spots are strictly reserved for Canadian citizens or permanent residents. Ease of acquisition extremely difficult. As a Nigerian citizen without Canadian PR, your chances of matching into residency spots are close to zero. Most foreign doctors must first migrate via standard economic immigration, work a survival job, get PR, and then fight for limited residency slots. Verdict versus South America, Argentina and Brazil are vastly superior choices for immediate medical practice compared to Canada. Mexico, the hidden strategic bridge. Mexico is highly relevant because it offers a hybrid path between South and North American systems. The licensing pathway, revalidation. You must submit your curriculum to the Secretariat of Public Education (SEP). Your medical school syllabus must have at least a 70% equivalency to Mexican medical programs to be validated. This process can take up to a year. Residency entry. To specialize, you must take the ENAM Examen Nacional para Aspirante. I don't know how they speak Spanish, but I want to believe it is Examen Nacional para Aspirante a Residencias Médicas under the foreign category. Language. The process and practice are strictly in Spanish. Verdict versus South America. Mexico is highly attractive for digital nomads, but for a Nigerian IMG, Argentina is still easier. Argentina allows you to work as a GP the moment you validate your license, whereas Mexico highly limits independent foreign GP practice before residency. We still have to go and do more research on this Argentinian and Brazil as sweet spots, right? This is the first time I'm coming across them, right? The Caribbean option. Trinidad, Jamaica, Jamaica. I don't know where I'm doing this, but okay. Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados. The English speaking Caribbean is incredibly appealing to Nigerian graduates because the language barrier disappears and care systems their healthcare systems share historical British structural roots with Nigeria. Licensing pathways.